Hey, it's the Empire, Geobox Empire, Boxer Boxing. Now, man, wild stuff, man. My boy Michael Hunter, man, American phenom, guy who fought the number one heavyweight right now, former undisputed champion at cruiserweight, right? Got all four titles at cruiserweight. First undisputed cruiserweight champion, Alexander Usyk, right? Went up to heavyweight, beat unified champion, my boy Anthony Joshua by complete domination. Basically a clean sweep, man. Unanimous decision by my boy Alexander Usyk, man. You know, Michael Hunter fought that guy, man. Made the decision with him. Fought a great fight, and I thought he put up more of a fight than Anthony Joshua did when he fought him. All that being said, man, Michael Hunter has went to heavyweight, has been on a tear ever since, hasn't took another L since he went to heavyweight, right? Got a draw with Alexander Povetkin. I thought he won the fight, man. But with all that being said, my boy Michael Hunter, man, has been caught with, guess who? Jared Anderson, man. Another top black American prospect, man. This is it's the epitome of wow. You know, now you guys see the picture, man. They're at, it looks like maybe some kind of shopping district, maybe a mall, and they're together in regular clothes. Now this is a really big deal. Usually when you see fighters and they take pictures, maybe they're trained again or training camp, maybe they're, you know, doing boxing related activities. You know, the fact that they were seen together outside of the boxing arena and they're hanging out shows that this is more than boxing, man. They actually like each other, and this is a really big deal because Jared Anderson, when Michael Hunter posted this tweet, he was like, man, and this is exactly what he said. He says, "Appreciate you, champ, for the picture," and he has the flex arms. You know, that sounds like a person who really respects and admires the older fighter in Michael Hunter. You know, the guy with more wisdom, the guy that can lead Jared Anderson. And Jared Anderson, man, if you guys didn't know, there's been a lot of rumors about the guy, right? He was sparring Tyson Fury in the training camp. They're saying this guy stopped Tyson Fury, right? They're saying a lot of good things about this guy, right? He fights under top rank. He's the big dog right now. 10 wins, 10 knockouts, 6'4", right? 78.5 reach advantage. And he's from Toledo, Ohio. Now, I keep talking about it. I said it once and I said it again. Ohio's got some of the most elite level fighters in the world. It has the most extremely talented fighters, the most outspoken fighters, and it's just a grip of wealth out there as far as talent-wise goes. You got power punchers out there, like my boy 8B, you know, combination punchers. You know, I think even the Paul brothers are from Ohio, which is wild stuff. Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Now, think what you want about them, but they are the more exciting, newer age type fighters because understand that, you know, these guys are YouTubers turned boxers. You know, there's just a lot of dog and people from Ohio. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe something in the water. But all that being said, man, Jared Anderson is a real quiet, you know, down to business kind of guy. He's all about the business, man. And he's another personality come from Ohio, man. A silent killer. A silent killer, if you will. Now, that all being said, man, you know, Michael Hunter, he's one of the bigger dogs in the division. And all that being said, you know, like I said, he's never had a loss at heavyweight. And now that he's at heavyweight, he's been looking better and better. A lot of people think these cruiserweights are too small, but history has proven that these cruiserweights, when they go up in weight, not only do they look better, but most of the time they dominate the fighters they fight, right? Now, ever since my boy went up to heavyweight, he's been dominating these guys. He's been looking better. And Alexander Usyk, you could say the same thing. It's wild stuff. When you think of Alexander Usyk, you know, you should think that he sometimes fights to the level of his competition. You know, sometimes he won't look great. Like he fought Derek Chisora, he didn't look too fantastic, right? He fought Witherspoon, he didn't look too fantastic. But when he fought Anthony Joshua, he showed up in that fight. Much like Tyson Fury when he fought not Tom Schwartz. He beat Tom Schwartz pretty bad, but Otto Wallin. Sometimes he didn't show up for that fight. You know, he was getting beat pretty bad. His eye got messed up, and he was a hair away from that fight getting stopped. You know, there's some fights that Tyson Fury just didn't look good in, right? But when he fought Deontay Wilder, he showed up, right? Now, all that being said, you know, Jared Anderson and Michael Hunter training together is going to bring out the best in them. I can definitely see a student-mentor relationship going on, and this is a really big deal because, you know, there's a lot of snakes out there in boxing, and to have a guy with a deep resume like Michael Hunter, I had to break down all of his adversaries to show you guys how great Michael Hunter really is. You know, when Michael Hunter lost to Alexander Usyk, no one thought much of the guy, but now that Usyk's beating quote unquote their guy, you know, now all of a sudden, you know, the guy Alexander Usyk is some superstar, high IQ, he can never be outthought kind of guy. It's getting outrageous. But is he really that good? Only time will tell, you know. But that all being said, man, I can't wait to see Jared Anderson in the ring with the top elite level fighter. He's already walked through everyone he basically put in front of him right now, and the sky's the limit for the guy. You know, it's actually funny. Talking about Alexander Usyk, he's actually fighting a guy named Alexander Teslanko in December. So that's wild stuff, man. The guy has 17 wins, 1 loss, and you know, it's actually funny because this guy's from the Ukraine. Is he getting ready to fight a lookalike, Alexander Usyk lookalike? My God, maybe. Anyway, man, I thought I'd talk about it, man. You don't really see two Americans hyping each other up like that. You know, Jared Anderson, Michael Hunter, big fighters, big dogs, and they got a lot of hype behind them. You know, I want to see Michael Hunter back in the ring really soon. Same thing with Jared Anderson. Michael Hunter's with Triller now, slash Dance. I mean, I don't know what he's doing right now. He's like floating in between those two companies because first he was with Eddie Hearn, then he's with Triller with his last fight. I don't know what's happening with the guy, to be honest with you. He seems like a fight by fight basis kind of guy. But Jared Anderson, I know for sure he's with Top Rank. But these guys are fighting big dogs next, big dogs. Ukraine's always known for spitting out the best fighters, for sure. You know, the Vasily Lomachenkos, the Alexander Usyks, I can go on and on. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about Michael Hunter and Jared Anderson being seen together outside of boxing, chilling. Like two homies, man. Really, really heartwarming stuff. Really heartwarming. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire. GeoBox Empire. Peace. GeoBox Empire.